can't make any money if you're chasing them away.
Roger, where he shows off his lavish vacations and his expensive suits, and then I attach that to his geyser profile.
It was the early days for both of them, but the money was pouring in.
Excuse me, would there be any wealthy single men in this evening?
I've prepared a lavish banquet for two.
First floor here, it's gonna be lavish offices and storefronts.
Well disguised. I had to leave my life behind.
You didn't know that Mezzaluna was a cleverly disguised front for the gatherings of cocaine kingpins?
They launder money from arms and drug sales and crime syndicates in Russia.
Married Bailey Noon, 2016. Convicted of embezzlement, 2019. He served 2.5 years of a 6-year sentence at Lawn Park and was paroled last week.
It was either that or launder it in the States for a 60% surcharge.
We've gone over everything, Daryl, and we've decided to give you a break on the embezzlement thing, so long as you make restitution.
3 months ago, Mr. Wheatley was apprehended and charged with multiple RICO counts, including money laundering, embezzlement, drug trafficking, and assault.
First, you don't order an assault when no hostages have been killed and there's no immediate threat.
The threat of a new and higher body count at the airport hangs over the heads of everyone. And the holiday season of peace and love has become a nightmare.
I'm not a threat. Shut your damn mouth, boy!
London 2 years ago, when you swindled $12 million out of the McAlvin Fund, you were Frank J. Coolidge from Albuquerque.
You see, Quinn was a stripper who had swindled Barney out of quite a bit of cash.
Colonel Ferruti ran me as a double agent years ago, without ever realizing I was a triple agent for our side.
Spyglass revealed that this list would expose a double agent by the name of Satchel.
But now I own all the Russian clubs, no middlemen.
Then, after the Russian goes out for the night, Trudy will show up for turn-down service, and I sneak out when the guards are distracted by Trudy's signature sexy housekeeping.
You were speaking Russian, Bob!
No, we're just taking fake wedding pictures for the INS.
The behind-the-scenes MVP of any drug cartel is the money launderer, the guy that takes the dirty money and scrubs it clean.
He doesn't look like much, but KGB is connected all the way to the top of the Russian mob.
He thinks his cash is in the hands of this money launderer.
Because it was illegal for Colombian citizens to have U.S. currency in their possession, a money launderer became more than just a connection to the financial institutions that wash their cash.
We've had some intelligence from a potential source. The principal money launderer for the Russian mafia.
Busy, and I don't get to see her much at all. And I like to look in on my real estate investments once in a while.
Not only am I the sole trustee, but I specialize in real estate transaction law. So a few of the more involved cousins have been meeting with me regularly to analyze the bids.
Therefore, the only way to uncover his actual identity is to infiltrate the Kremlin itself.
The game had given me an identity, respect, and a defined place in a world that was inaccessible.
The cop gets obsessed with figuring out her identity, and in the process, falls in love with her.
Do you know that she is attempting to dismantle one of this country's great institutions of law and order?
They say the Kremlin uses him to take private messages to and from Washington.
Dan, dismantle the titty corner and set up a poker table.
Where's the Kremlin before?
He spent 15 years as an active KGB mole and passed almost 2,000 documents of sensitive military secrets to the Kremlin.
But while we were in the billiard room, Miss Scarlett seized the opportunity and under cover of darkness crossed to the library where she hit the cop whom she'd been bribing on the head with a lead pipe.
And the Kremlin after.
And that's specifically set up by the CIA to handle large sums of money being funneled into this project. Keep it on.
The assets seized from every group deemed a terrorist organization were funneled into their private accounts.
The greatest genius is in seeing through the illusion.